Okay, cool. So we are going again for season 2 of Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP. I've called it career mode on the videos. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's, you know, a fair kind of label. I mean, I think in modern parlance it would be a career mode, but whatever the case, it's not. It wasn't called that when the game came out. Anyway, we've been promoted to Dardan as a consequence of our endeavours over the course of the first season. And you know what? We're going straight for Benetton. We're going for Michael Schumacher. Because why not? I'm feeling confident. This is the American Grand Prix. I'm usually pretty good at this. So I feel like it's justified to go after him and go after the Benetton team here, or Best Wall as they're called in game. And yeah, I'm feeling confident and I'm feeling good. And I've been reflecting a little bit on our season 1, our first season, and I think at first I felt like, oh, we've really not done very well. And my feeling now, actually, in many respects, is we could have done a whole lot better, but we did okay. We got to the kind of level of car by the end of the season that I would expect us to be at, which is this Dardan car. Um, and by the end of this season, the progress I usually get in my second year is not as much progress as in the first year. So I'm not expecting to be too much higher than Dardan by the end of this season. But yeah, I guess the season wasn't bad. It had its high points. You can see there, Bloom is third in terms of the qualification. Yeah, it had its moments. In particular, obviously, the end of the Italian Grand Prix was pretty dramatic as we did what we could to try and beat our rival in that one, and obviously finished them off on the final turn of the GP, which you can't manufacture that stuff. And I swear to you, I didn't. I'm not good enough to manufacture such a dramatic finish. And this has been a disaster. So maybe we've been a bit too gutsy here. Old, what's his face? Schumacher did say, you're a gutsy one. I mean, it wasn't Schumacher. It was obviously whatever the game's called. I can't remember the name of the guy. But we've just not got into any rhythm so far in this race. But anyway, back up to 30th. Let's start properly now. Get it going, because if we're going to catch him, we're going to have any chance of catching him, we've really got to go some for the rest of the race. And we are very good at this. So, where I've said that once or twice before, I think I prove that sometimes I'm on the money with that stuff with the Australian GP. I do still believe that this is possible, because this is one of the races I'm better at. Of course, with an improved car means higher speeds and therefore more chance of me going off the track. And that is really going to dent my hopes of catching Bloom. I thought I was onto something then, and I just messed up really badly. Okay, this has not been a great start to season 2 of this game. I thought this was going to be a good year. I thought, we're going to be able to really go at the top of the race. And as it is, we've not done that at all. Oh my goodness. Well, that was because I was mucking about with something else and I wasn't paying attention. And I've really, really made it difficult for myself now. I mean, look, you really done it this time. I mean, I do know this. I feel like I've really let everyone down with that. And now Lizelle has challenged me in Brazil. That's just perfect. So, yeah, having big intentions for this season, I've messed up very early on. I think what I'll do, possibly, in order to, solve the issue of there not being a season that's divisible by 3, but while still wanting to give you a full season in a week, I think what I'll do is I will do both San Marino and Monaco, as well as this one and America, in this first episode for the season, because that first race didn't last very long. And I don't think Monaco will last all the way. It might do. I'd be very happy if it does, but I would also be surprised. What I was saying is that with a better car, theoretically, because we're going faster, we will also find that we're coming off the track more often, because we're trying to go around the corners even faster than we were in lesser cars. But we'll see. I mean, at the moment, I think I just need to concentrate on actually racing because I have started absolutely appallingly to this. We're ninth in qualifying. That's not terrible, but you know, we're going to need to do better than that. We're going to fend off this challenge and various others. Oh, I had to pause it. 1 second. I'm just delighted I found the pause button quick enough to sort myself out there. Uh, oh, we've messed up the start of the race now. So basically, I had a delivery and I had to go get the door. You know, these are not professional gamer conditions. I'm not. I must be. I mean, I hate even considering myself a gamer because I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I don't spend a lot of time playing games at all, and I'm not very good at them either. Um, you know, they're not even my favorite thing, even close to my favorite thing. So, I, I apologize to any real gamers because I'm not a gamer. But if you could call me a gamer, you'd have to call me the worst gamer in history, both in terms of knowledge, in terms of ability, in terms of time I'm willing to give to it, in terms of energy I'm willing to spend on learning how to do it well. Like, there's none of that. This is about as pure in terms of somebody occasionally picking up a computer and starting to play a game as you'll ever get. So, yeah. Strange things keep happening. I've got on my screen a little message that's come up on the screen, which is really annoying. When it happened the last time, I looked back on the recording and you guys couldn't see it. So maybe you won't this time, but it's staying up a lot longer than it did last time. It's not actually obscuring my view at all, but it's just bothering me. It's annoying. Um, so it's there. Like I said, these are not the conditions of a professional gamer or the quality of a professional gamer, and I just can't get rid of it. Oh, it's really frustrating me. I can't explain it because you can't see it, but there is a thing that's come up on my screen, and it's like one of those things where it kind of pauses, or like not pauses. It kind of it freezes on the screen, and then you run your mouse over it, you run your mouse over it, and it starts to disappear, but only partially, and so it's now partially on the screen. I don't think you can see it anyway. If it comes out on the recording, this will just all sound like the ravings of a madman. But there we go. Anyway, ah, oh, this has just been an absolute disaster from the start this season so far. I feel like I should have just started again and pretended that I was doing it for the first time. But I'm not serious enough about it to do that. So, you know, I imagine there are a lot of people who, I say a lot of people, if there were any people that watched this for any length of time, they'd be going, why am I watching that? This guy sucks. And I cannot claim that I can teach you how to play computer games better. I cannot claim that by watching me and then playing yourself, you will be better. The only thing I can claim that by watching me, you may feel better about your own inadequate abilities on computer games. That's about it. And I've realised now that I gave myself the wrong moniker when I started this thing because I didn't know what I wanted to call myself. So I called myself the question mark. So I was like, it is a question I don't really know how to answer. Um, but now I've done a few episodes. I think the bad gamer might work, or the not the very poor gamer, the amateur, the rookie. I don't know. Maybe not rookie because I've been playing computer games since I was about 8, maybe 7, maybe even 6. So over 35 years now. But I'm just not very good at them, and I just don't. I don't care enough. I like games that don't take huge amounts of my life to play. And I think if there are other videos I make on this channel other than Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP, you will see that kind of characterization of other games in terms of what I play. Oh God, I keep getting distracted by other things, and it is absolutely ruining any chance I've got to beat my rival. This is going to be another loss, and it absolutely shouldn't be because this is easy. This is really, really easy. This track, and we've got bloody Imola coming up next. Apologies about swearing, but I am getting seriously frustrated with myself more than anything, because I keep getting distracted by little things like a beep over there, or this stupid message that's still partially on my screen, or somebody at the door, or some noise from another room, or whatever. Like, it's just doing my head in. Right, we have a chance here. We got to just try and block him off. Ah, that was the chance, and it's over. We have lost again. Right, I promise, 100%. 100% focus now for race 3. I'm not this bad. I've just had a really, really bad set of circumstances. Right, well, now we're out of the race. I'm going to get rid of this bloody message thing because it just will not go. Is that the best you can do? I'm afraid it might be at this point, because I'm going to get challenged again. We're going to go into Imola. I'm going to have to be super careful because Lizelle is coming back after me. I really don't want to go back to Lotus. That will feel like such a step back after kind of digging myself out of the hole that I made for myself in Season 1. I'm now digging a new hole where 2 of the races where I can reasonably expect to get a result, I have completely messed up. So, it's all down to Imola now, which is a race I can finish if I concentrate on this corner in particular. And yeah, if I do that, if I manage to concentrate and I manage to get the result here that I need, that bloody message, I've got rid of the message, it's come back up on my screen. I'm not even joking. It's come back up. I can't get rid of it. It wouldn't go the last time. I will try and sort it out when I'm on a straight, but there are not many straights on this Imola track. 7th, not bad. Right, I'm just getting rid of it. You'll see my mouse on the screen. That is me getting rid of the message that's popped up. It keeps doing this thing where, as I said, it kind of almost freezes on the screen, and then you have to kind of, the only way to get rid of it is to run your mouth. You've done that again. Mouse. God, what is Freudian slip or what? You run your mouse over the message. Anyway, it's gone now. We're up to 8th very quickly. Oh, I had to go very, very tight there to the curb, but it worked for the time being. Down to 15th. See, I can just about cope with that corner when there's no other cars around. But when there are other cars around, I just find it impossible to avoid them. I mean, that will be because I am literally scything across the track when I make that turn. So I know why. I'm just being silly. And there we go again. Another hit car. Anyway, 14th, 7.4 seconds behind my rival. I can do this. I can do this. Just need to focus on the race rather than the silliness that's going on around me sometimes. That's how you do it. We lost a little bit of time, but not a significant chunk, which is what we usually end up doing. Ah! This is getting so frustrating because I'm just making bad decisions. And I think it is because I'm talking at the same time, trying to make this video, not just the sounds of Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP. And apologies, if you told me in a previous episode, as I requested, that I could shut up if I wanted to, and you would enjoy just the sounds of the game, then I apologise. Obviously, I'm up, trying to upload a number of videos, ahead of time, so that there's new content for you all to enjoy on a daily basis. That's my kind of commitment, is trying to upload a video per day, and yeah, to do that I obviously have to kind of front load the episode. So I'm on episode 6 right now, first episode of season 2, and the first episode of season 1 hasn't even gone up yet. So I don't know what the response to this has been. It might be abject indifference in every single metric, and that's fine. and perhaps understandable given how poor I'm doing. Anyway, we're getting a bit of a rhythm now, and we are a long way back behind our rival, but I think this is still doable. I'll be honest with you. Less than 3 laps to go. 6.3 seconds behind my rival. I can do this. I just need to avoid any more collisions with other cars. Up to 9th. I've avoided that one. So here we go. We are going to be right on top of them very soon. 3.5 seconds now is the gap. We're not losing a second race against Lozelle. No way. The corner well. Exactly the way I like to take the corner. Now, 2.8 seconds. Still coming down. Constantly coming down that gap. Under 2 seconds nearly. There he is. Can see him. Now it's less than a second. And we're past him. Up into 8th place. Right, it's the final lap. Can still get 7th here, but I do need to be careful. Oh, I messed it up on the final lap again. And I think it might be too much to make up. Oh, I panicked. I just don't. Oh, that is so frustrating. This is going to be another loss. I wouldn't be shocked if Dardan dumped me here, because I've been absolutely appalling for them so far since joining their team. Like, he's still only 1.5 seconds. I mean, there's a very small chance, but it's not going to happen. And I finished behind my rival again. I am going to be reassigned to a different team. I'm sure of it now. And if not after this race, then I will be after Monaco, because I cannot even approach Monaco in any decent way. So yeah, I'm back to Lotus. Oh no. I feel like the whole of the last bit of the last video, all the work we did, all the good work we did, is undone by these first 3 races in the season. And it's not going to get any better now. I go against somebody from Monaco, because I can't do Monaco. We've established this very, very well in the first season. We're going to go for Nono. We've raced him so many times, old Nono. But he is not my target longer term. And this is going to have to be one of the best races I've ever had at Monaco, I think, to manage. Oh, and that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do in Monaco. There's just too many bits of this track that are a real problem for me. So we started in last place. This is looking like the most disastrous episode of this series yet. We've had a crash out of America, which is one of my best races of the season. We've had a ridiculously bad time in Brazil. We've not managed to overcome our problems with San Marino to a good enough extent to beat our rival at least. And now we've got Monaco, my worst track on this game. I mean, still going. Could be the first lap about to be traversed. 10th place. Well, that's not awful. We are way faster than everybody else on this track during the majority of it, and I almost made the big mistake again that I made in qualifying. Oh, 1 step forward, 14 steps back. Just hit the wall. Apparently that's fine. It's not going to be enough to knock me out of the race, but bumping into some tyres could be. I mean, come on. Realism, please. No, let's not go there. Oh, it's over. It has been a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the worst possible episode we could have ever had. And I feel like it's all gone wrong in this second season, this first half of the second season. I just want to restart again, but I just feel too wedded to showing you everything and showing you how bad I am. Anyway, that is not good. You asked for one race car. I certainly do. Let's save that. So I think that's time for me to call it a day for today. Come back again with Canada, Mexico, and what is it? France. And then hopefully things will be much better in episode 6. Thank you. No, episode 7. Sorry, this is episode 6 today, isn't it? Goodness me. Heads all over the place, completely scrambled. Take care.